Hello and welcome to the Well Tree, where we talk all things wellness and health. Today's video is all about how to have a healthy relationship with money. Number one probably sounds a little bit too simple, but you just need to decide to. So your relationship with money is important, and realising that is half of the battle. Being in debt or worrying about money has a very bad effect on your health and on your mental health particularly. So choose to prioritise this for your health as well as your wealth. We often neglect this area of healthy living, but it's very important indeed. Number two, track your spending. Work out where your money is going and what you're spending it on. Analyse this. Are there ways that you waste money? Are there things that you could do without that you're spending far too much money on? How can you stop wasting money? There might be some easy swaps you can do, like getting rid of all those takeaway coffees and instead buying a nice cafetiere and making yourself lovely filter coffee at home. Are there simple swaps that you can make that would save you an awful lot of that cash? Number three, make an effort to understand money and finances and how it all works. This isn't always the most interesting topic in the world, but it's really important, so educate yourself on it. The website Money Saving Expert can be a really good starting point, and there's a link in the description below. There are also links to a couple of courses that might help you. Make sure you understand your own bank account and how it works, the things that you're likely to get charged for and the things that might cost you. Make sure you understand any credit cards you've got or any loans that you've taken out and how much you're going to be paying for them. Read the terms, do comparisons, make sure you're getting the best deal. And make sure things that you're paying for, so for example insurance, are worth the money that you're paying. Read reviews and check out everything you're buying before you buy it. Try to avoid making impulse purchases. Number four, use price comparison websites to make sure you're not paying more for your bills than you need to. These can save you literally hundreds of pounds every year. There are lots of links to these in the description below, so you can get started on that one straight away. You can do price comparisons for your gas and electricity and your internet provider, and also for home and car insurance. So make the most of these sites. They're free to use and often there's little bonuses. So for example, compare the Meerkat that gives you free cinema tickets if you live in the UK. Definitely worth a few minutes of your time to put in a few details and make sure you're getting the best deal. Number five, pay off your credit cards every month. Now, if you haven't been doing this is going to be a hard one to get hold of at this point, but pay them off as soon as you can. Prioritise paying off this kind of debt because it's very expensive. And going forward, plan carefully so that you're not spending more than you earn, so that you are able to pay your credit card bills off. Credit card debt can be a nightmare because the interest rates are often quite high and it's compound interest, so the debt builds quickly, especially if you only pay off the minimum payment. If you really can't afford to pay your whole credit card off, pay off as much as you can. You can pay it off each month and then use the money for spending the next month, so effectively have a credit line a month ahead, which can help significantly when you're looking to pay off your debts. You don't have to pay it off and then not use it, but as far as possible, pay it off every month. Not paying your credit card off can also affect your credit rating, so it can then be hard to swap to cheaper forms of borrowing. So they are a bit of a trap. Be really, really careful with credit cards. Keep your limits low and pay them off. Use them because that can increase your credit rating and make you a better bet for other types of better loans, but pay them off each month. Number six, which is related, and that is to swap debt for a lower cost version if you can. So this is why it's important to keep your credit rating as high as you possibly can. Often credit card companies will do interest-free balance transfers for new customers, but you do need to keep your credit rating fairly high to get those. However, if you can get them, then that can be a good way to pay the debt off quicker by swapping to a lower interest product. Do check the terms and conditions though, because this is usually for a limited time and the interest rates after that time can be extremely high, so watch you don't get stung by that. And also watch for the spending interest rate on the cards, which can be another sting. However, a bit of a proviso here, beware of putting too much debt into your mortgage, because although the rate is low, the term that you pay it off can be an awful lot longer, which can mean if you put some of your debts here, you can end up paying much, much more for them. So just be careful and do the calculations, and if you are going to move debt to your mortgage, make sure you're doing the right thing. Number seven, and the most important of all, and that is to put money and possessions in their place. They're just one aspect of life. Relationships, health and well-being all are more important, although of course your relationship with money can have an effect on your health and well-being. So keep your money under control and don't let it control you. Try not to want lots of material possessions because they're not actually that important and they won't actually bring you happiness. So be aware that that's a trap. Try to ignore all of the latest things that you're told you need to have, like the trendy trainers or that new jacket or the latest iPhone. You don't actually need any of those things. If you can be content with the simpler things in life, then that helps a lot. It means that money becomes far less important to you and is put firmly in its place. All of this will reduce your stress thinking about debts, money, and whether you can afford things, and it will lead to increased health, wealth, and happiness. Thanks for joining us here on The Well Tree. Please do like this video if you found it helpful, and please do subscribe to the channel. We release videos every Saturday at 4 p.m. UK time, so do look out for them. This is part of the 7 Secrets series, and our next video is going to be all about healthy habits for life, so do watch out for that coming soon. Thanks again for watching and see you soon at the Well Tree.